Okay, so we're doing this analysis of chords, and sometimes they're in different inversions, and we know with the pop chord symbols, if it's in the first inversion, here we go. So the root is in the bass. We just write the capital letter if it's a major chord. If the third is in the bass, we write a capital letter for the root, a slash, and then we write the name of the third. So so this is a G chord with B in the bass, and we write it like that. And then the second inversion, we've got G chord, but the D is in the bass. So that's the second inversion. I just moved it down an octave to make it a little easier to see. In Roman numeral analysis, we don't use those slashes for this purpose anyway. If a chord is in root position, we just write the Roman numeral that corresponds to the scale degree, uppercase or lowercase, depending on its quality. If it's in the first inversion, you can notice here that there is a sixth. When things are in close position, there's a sixth from the third up to the root, and there's a third from the third up to the fifth. But because of that sixth, the tradition is to simply put a superscript sixth. Okay? So we say it's a 1/6 chord. I know that's a little complicated, but that's how we do it. So a 6 means first inversion. All right? I'm going to write that down. First inversion. All right? Put a little 6. Now, for the second one, we see that there is a sixth also from the bottom note, that what's now the bass note, which is D and is the fifth of the chord, up to the third, which is on the top. So there's a sixth there. And then there's a fourth going from that bottom note, from the fifth. So we've got a sixth, and then unlike the one where there was a third, there's a fourth. So in the second inversion, we write a little 6, and below that, a little 4. So it's a 1/6/4 chord. Okay, so second inversion. And so it's always that way. First inversion is a 6, and second inversion is a 6/4 when the chord is a triad chord. It's different for seventh chord, so we're just talking about how we do that with triads. Let's take another one. Let's still stay in G major. And let's do a chord that's a minor chord. We're going to use the E minor chord. Okay, so that's an E minor. And then in the first inversion, we would have G in the bass. And in the second inversion, we'll have B in the bass. Okay, so we have E minor over G, and then E minor over B, like that. Okay, so we've got the root position, the first inversion, and the second inversion. And because we're in G major, we say we have the 6 chord, right? Lowercase. And then we have that 6 again with a superscript 6 for the first inversion. And then we have 6/4. Okay, so we have a 6, a 6/6, and a 6/6/4. That kind of sounds nifty. A 6, a 6/6, and a 6/6/4. Can you say that 50 times really fast? Okay, so remember, first inversion chords, whether the chord's major or minor, as long as the chord is a triad, there are 3 different notes, even though some notes are doubled. You put a little 6 if it's a first inversion, if the third of the chord is in the bass. And if it's a second inversion, if the fifth is in the bass, then you put a 6/4. The numbers are different when there's a seventh chord. So, and we're not going to worry about those, but actually don't worry about anything. Just don't worry, be happy, and just now you know a new thing, that when we do Roman numeral analysis, root position chord has no superscript numbers. First inversion has a 6, and second inversion has a 6/4. Yay for that!